What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new WWE Elite 106 Chad Gable and Roxanne Perez, which is a first time in the line. So let's get right on into it. Alright, so these two figures I was actually looking very much forward to. Roxanne being a first time in the line Elite is absolutely insane, and I think it was pretty good timing on that. And we have needed an updated Chad Gable for quite some time. The only short-haired Chad Gable we have gotten is Shorty G, and we just need to forget that because, oh god, that was bad. But we're going to go ahead and get into their accessories, and then we're going to get into the figures themselves, do a couple comparisons, and then I will get out of here for you guys. Chad Gable, you know what, let's start with Roxanne. She obviously comes with a updated, scaled down version of the NXT Women's Championship, which we haven't gotten in quite some time. And there's a little bit of like paint sloppiness on the belts with the blue, but I mean, that's easily forgiven. Like, I'm not that worried about it, but it does look good, fits to the body well. Comes with two mic holding hands, and of course comes with two very small fists with the fingernail polish actually on the thumb there. And yeah, it's on the other hands too. Chad Gable comes with the two peace hands. Yeah, we'll call that peace. Then he comes with two pointing hands, but these are obviously for proper shooshing. And those are, you can call them the peace hands like I said, but they're the thank you hands. And then of course he comes with two mic holding hands. And a cloth shoosh tank top, which I have not taken off the figure yet. I've been looking forward to this. I've been a massive fan of Chad Gable ever since his time with American Alpha. That looks good, and I cannot wait to get the corresponding Otis in the next series, because I know that's going to be a massive get, because the Otis we got in Elite 87 is fine, but the hair is not accurate, and Heavy Machinery Otis kind of works, but you don't have the double jointed arms. I mean, that's an easy fix, and it has obviously the Heavy Machinery logos on there. But it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get into Roxanne, and then we will finish up with Gable, compare him to a couple Jason Jordan figures maybe, and another Chad Gable figure. The head scan on this is actually very nice. I'm very impressed with this. Roxanne has high cheekbones, and I've seen people try to do custom heads of her, and it just hasn't quite hit the mark. I'm a fan of this one though. I like this. Also, a lot of people complained about the dark pantyhose look on Dakota Kai, the Elite 104. I might swap these legs over there and see how that looks. But the ring gear is phenomenal. One of her better attires. And you see you had the pink, yellow, green, blue, I mean, orange on the sleeves. Everything about this is really good. Now, for the arms, all the orange lacing is actually sculpted on there, and they hit the sculpt pretty well. Anytime you have a design like that, it's kind of hard. Like, you take a look at almost any Spider-Man figure, and the webbing is never painted quite properly, or it is from only one angle, and then it isn't for another angle. Like, that'll focus. Like right there, the lines kind of disappear unless you're looking at it spot on because of the paint work, but the laces look phenomenal. They're very readable. Legible. We'll go legible. And then she has the half sleeve over here, continue with the same design and the orange lacing. Looks very good. Go to the lacing on the back. She has the green and the blue. Looks very good. Kind of carries the same motif as you see on the front of the gear and the back of the gear. Well, the front and the back. Not as much paint splatter on the back as there is on the front. That's fine though. I don't remember exactly what pay-per-view or show that this gear is actually from. I am a big fan of it though. And then you go down to the boots, you have the nice buckles in the front. Everything painted very well there. For there to be so many deco hits, it looks very good. Then you have the green lacing on the boots. Once again, they hit it like all over. And then there's black lacing over here. It looks so good. It's such a good figure. And I think she scales very well with other NXT women. Where did they go? There they are. We have 2/3 of Toxic Attraction, and Roxanne is on the smaller side, and I think they scale very well with her. Very, very impressed with that figure. I knew it was going to be good based off the renders and everything, but they really knocked it out of the park and surprised me for Roxanne. But let's get into my man, Chad Gable. We'll go ahead and sit her back there. Chad Gable. This head scan is unreal. I don't know what to say. I love the little hair curl there. The hair sculpt is great. I don't remember any of his other figures having that tattoo on the back. Let's take a look. All of a sudden, I can't find any of my Chad Gable figures, which is quite disappointing because I have like every one that's been released of him. But you have the Shape of America tattoo on the back, and I think that's a new addition. The cauliflower ears from being a grappler in the Olympics, like everything, oh man, it flows so well together. These lower legs are pretty tight as far as moving outward like that. This is a new leg mold as far as the singlet look. I don't think this has been used anywhere else quite yet. I could be very wrong, but I think this is an entire brand new sculpt on that part. The top part is the same as his other figures though. The articulation isn't as good this time around. Like I said, he can only get a, like, this left leg is very, very hard to do. And then once you switch over to the pinless knees like they've been doing, the knees are quite hard to bend, not as fluid as they used to be. They weren't loose, but they just had a level of fluidity to them that made it fun for posing. And the only issue I've seen with mine is there's a little bit of a paint smudge on the nose, probably from the facial hair. And that part's a little unfortunate because, I mean, that's an easy fix, honestly. A small little dab of acetone will fix that. But I'm so happy to see Chad Gable finally getting a proper push with the Alpha Academy and his tag team partner, Otis. And then you add, let's see, can I find my Akira Tozawa figure? Lord knows the last time I actually put my hands on that figure. Let's see. I actually found it pretty easily. It's pretty nice when you have a bin labeled cruiserweights. And then we add Akira Tozawa to the Alpha Academy. Of course, we do not have a proper Maxine Dupree figure yet, but I'm sure we will get one because of how fast she is just getting really decent at wrestling and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll take away Otis, we'll take away Tozawa, but I'm just so impressed with both of these figures from this wave. Roxanne is such a great first time in the line, and Chad Gable is such a much needed update. One last thing, I don't like the gear that much because, and that was the same problem with the American Alpha figures of him. They had such crazy attire, and I've never been 100% satisfied with any of the ones they've chosen for him, but that's more of a nitpick, but the execution is still great. But that is going to be it for today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, take it easy.